Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. I am Pam and I am a crocheter who knits just a bit. It is a brisk Monday here in Southern California. We finally got a little bit of a chill. This is episode 41 of Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. Welcome to everyone. Welcome back to all of my regular subscribers. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I appreciate it. I'm having a blast, and let's do this. Here on this channel, we kick it old school style, so you know what to do. Get that pen and pad out and let's take some notes. I have some finished objects. I have some whips, and I want to talk a little bit about shop small business, shop handmade. I'll save that for the end, just in case. I know that your interest varies, so I'm going to break it up. But in the meantime, let's get going. Grab your pen and pad. I hope everybody is well. I'm going to jump right into what I am wearing. Check this out, you guys. How about that? Isn't this nice? And it goes perfectly with what I'm wearing. I have on black pants with black short boots. Like I said, there was a chill in the air, so I decided to break out something warm and cozy and stylish. So let me tell you about my first finished object, and that is the Jenny Lynn Bulky Cowl by Pamela's Adoring Crochet. This is her pattern, and I made this out of Yarn Bee Stripe It. And I showed this to you when it was in whip form in my last episode. Well, it is finished. Now, the only thing that I did different was I skipped one set of repeats because, as you can see, this is deep enough for me and it's even scrunched down a little bit. So I skipped one row, one set of repeats. You were supposed to do, I believe it's the last set of repeats, you were supposed to do it 5 times. I only did it 4 times. And this was perfect for me. I absolutely love it. The texture is awesome. I love that I chose this color because, as you can see, I have gray on and I have black slacks on. I do wear a lot of black and gray, and I thought that this color would be perfect to pretty much go with anything. So sometimes I leave links, you guys. You guys know how it is. Sometimes I just write the information in the description box. I do not edit, so if I make a mistake or a flub, I will correct it in the description box. I will put this information in my description box. What I found that I can do is I tape on my laptop and then I go and grab my phone and I can do links through my phone. So I'll put as many links as I can. And I know you guys understand because you have so far, and I so appreciate that. So this is the Jenny Lynn Bulky Cowl by Pamela's Adoring Crochet, and I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. And again, I used Yarn Bee Stripe It. It's self-striping from Hobby Lobby. So I didn't do any connecting. This was all self-striping. I didn't cut into the yarn or anything. I just kept going. And as the colors appeared, this is really nice. The texture is great. And this yarn is soft. I really do like this. So I think what I am going to do is take it off because it is kind of warm in here right now. So let me take it off and I will be right back, but I just wanted you guys to see my first finished object on. I'll be right back. That's better. Okay, my next finished object is right beside me. I am super stoked about this because this is going to be a gift for someone. She might know, I don't think she knows, but this is the Boomerang shawl that I have been working on. This is knit. The Jenny Lynn bulky cowl was crochet. So now I'm moving into my knits. I keep all my information on an index card. This is the Easy Boomerang Shawl by Petals and to Picots, and it's a tutorial, and there's also a written pattern to go with it. So I'll leave that information in the description box for you. I think I did last episode as well because it was in whip form. Well, now it's finished. It has been blocked, and I think it looks really pretty. The yarn was hand dyed by the Silken Spider. And this was a colorway, a custom colorway that I requested. And then I just kind of let the yarn marinate to see what I wanted to do with it. And then I thought, oh, you know, as I was making gifts for people, I thought this fits her. She likes color, and I really hope that she enjoys it. I knit the shawl on my ChowGoo red lace needles. Love these. And this is the yarn called the Gem Show. And this was hand dyed for me by the Silken Spider. It's beautiful. It's soft. It is, I keep things in a plastic bag inside of my project bags. It is a 50-50 merino silk base. So here we go. All done. I love boomerang shawls. The curvature wraps around your shoulders. Doesn't that look like the eye of a storm right there in the center where the colors pooled? I love it. I just knit and let the colors flow through my fingers. And I think I showed you guys this before. I hope you can see. See that really nice edging right there? I like that. That's a knit front, knit back, knit front again. And again, it's a free pattern. It's a tutorial, so I'm okay in saying that to you. But this is beautiful, and I'm happy that it's finished. And there is my tag from all this wood, and there's my ladybug. I put a ladybug on everything that I make. I think ladybugs are good luck. So this is my Boomerang shawl by Petals and Picots. And it is all done and ready to be gifted. My next finished object is crochet. And I have been working on this project for almost a year. It started out in 2019 with DOY Creations. She started a Scrapping It Up project. We were to get all of our yarn scraps together and make any type of blanket that we wanted to make. So I gathered up all of my yarn, I put it in one big tote, and I would just reach in and start crocheting, and when I got to the end, I would literally just connect on another ball and just keep going. I did not color control it at all. I made a beautiful blanket, and I used Nadia from YarnUtopia. She has Granny Square Cocoon. It's a cocoon cardigan. She makes her Granny Square where there's no chaining of spaces in between, and there's no slip stitching over. You chain up and you turn. So the granny, whatever you're making, is a perfect square. So I will also link that because I love this way of making a granny square. It's perfect for me. And let me show you the blanket. I started working on this in January of 2019, and I just finished it on November 5th. That's when I finished it. So take a look at this beauty right here. It's folded over. I hope I can get it all in the frame for you. You guys see that? Ah. It is gorgeous. It's so pretty, and I'm so happy to be finished with it. Right there in the center, I put my label from All This Wood on Etsy. They have wooden tags, leather tags, cork tags, they have everything, and they have some of the best customer service. So look at this. And then all I did around the edges, because for me, less is more. I like to keep things simple. All I did was a row of double crochet in the gray, and then I came back around with this burgundy color with a single crochet all the way around to finish it off. Look at all the different yarns and colors that I put in there. It came out fantastic. This is all 4-weight yarn. I did use the same weight yarn, and it's just various brands of 4-weight yarn. I had some Karen cake in there. Really pretty. And it's nice and big and cozy. Perfect for the chill in the air that we just received, along with the rain that we just received. There is snow in the mountains, so this is perfect. So grab your scraps, you guys, and make a nice little blanket. It's fun. My next finished object is knit, and I was keeping it in this beautiful bag. This is by Ashlove Makes. She no longer makes bags anymore, but I did that because how about that? When your project matches your project bag, it doesn't get any better than that. Super cool. This is knit, and it is a knit hat. Now, it started off being a Ross hat. So Ross Smells Like Yarn. He has smellslikeyarn.com. All of his patterns for his Ross hat are free, and they're great. They're really easy to knit. They turn out really nice. The pattern is easy to read. I love it. So I started off making a Ross hat. I cast it on 80 stitches, and I can talk about it because the pattern is free. And then I was knitting after I did my ribbing. It's a 4x3 ribbing. And I was knitting. I said, let me try something else. So after I do my brim, I did a row of pearls, because I don't know if you guys notice, whenever you do your brim and you transition to the body of your hat, sometimes there's little gaps there. They're little loops. They're not really noticeable, but then again, they are. I found that if you do a row of purling right after you finish your brim, that alleviates that. And it also adds some texture. So as I was knitting, I thought, oh, let me see if I can do something else. So then I added a couple of rows of purling, is what I did. And then after that, I did 2 by 2. And then after that, I did a row of pearls. And then I didn't want to get into anything complicated as I got up to the top, because that's where I started to do my decreases. Now I went down to a smaller needle to do the decreases. So that's why it's sort of kind of pointy. And this is also slouchy too. I love it. Now here's the good part. I used Basic Stitch. I showed you guys this the last episode. Basic Stitch yarn is by Lion Brand, and it is an anti-pilling yarn. I washed this and put it in the dryer. And look, it looks great. Now I noticed this, because it's variegated, it felt a little waxy on my fingers. I'm really sensitive to touch, and if a yarn doesn't feel good, it's very hard for me to work with it. But that's not the case, and I'm not yarn bashing. I'm just giving my opinion. And it felt kind of waxy, maybe because it was the variegated. I've noticed there's a difference between variegated yarn and the solid colors. The solid colors have a tendency to be a little bit softer. So I thought, okay, I'm going to power through it, and I did. And I said, I'm going to wash it and see what happens. The drape on here is wonderful. Really, really cool. I'm going to get Windsor and try it on her, and then you guys can really see. I made a pom-pom with my pom-pom maker. She's right here on the table. And there. I made it slouchy. I wanted it to be a little slouchy, and I wanted the pom-pom to kind of weight it down in the back. So that turned out really, really nice. Really cool. And I had to use the DPNs, you guys, in order to get that swirl for my decreases. So I'm very happy with that. Now, I don't know did I create a pattern? I'm not sure. So I won't say that I did, but I definitely did something different, and I added some texture to it. So voila. It's always good to try something new right when you're in the middle of creating something. My next finished object is also a beanie, but it is crochet. I wanted something simple that I didn't really have to think about. So I haven't crocheted a beanie in quite a while. So I pulled out one of my favorite colorways. This is called Nevada Dusk, and it is by Hobby Lobby. I absolutely adore this colorway. So all I did was use the hat recipe by Bob Wilson 123. because I don't like seams down the back. No San Andreas fault here. I put this here so I would know where the back was, so I could put my ladybug there when I'm ready. No fault lines. And I just crocheted. That's all I did. I crocheted. I increased until I got to 5, and then I stopped, and then I just continued to crochet all the way down. And then I always like to do a front post, back post, double crochet brim. And all the way around, you can't even tell where the back is. So I love it. And I had bought some pom-poms a long time ago at Michael's. I also have the pom-poms that I've ordered from other makers, but I know that for sure that this one is from Michael's. So what I did was look at the blue, and it pulls the blue right out of there. So I temporarily put it in. All you have to do is stick it through the top and leave the yarn that you cinch the top with about that much, because that way you can tie it. You can tie it to the connector there, and that way they can remove it when it's time to wash it. So I wasn't sure what I'm going to do with this. I don't just want to put this nice palm on here if I'm not going to gift the hat or possibly someone would purchase it. So I just put it on there for you guys to see, and I'm going to put it on Windsor because it looks really nice on her as well. She's working this evening. And there we go. That looks really nice. Super fun. And this is just a simple double crochet hat. Sometimes less is more. My next object or project, which is a finished object, and that's my last finished object, Death by Bobbles. Yeah, you guys remember the poncho that I was working on, the BagODay poncho? I made one, I wore that one, and then I decided to make another one, and I used the mandala ombre, yarn, and then it's the Easy Crochet Poncho by BagODay, the Lacey Mint poncho or mint chip poncho. Everyone knows what poncho I'm talking about. It's her famous one that everybody has made or still making. I decided to use a different yarn, and then I wanted to do a different edging. Bobbles. So it took me forever, you guys, to finish these bobbles. Did I put a date on here when I started this? I did not. I usually do. But it took forever. And forgive my ends because I was so glad to be done. I didn't even sew in the ends, but we have bobbles. Yes, we do. We have bobbles. How about you? Look at that, you guys. I finished. I finally finished. Now I used Bob Wilson 123 there is, it's a shawl that she made that she finishes it off with these type of baubles. And that's what I decided to do because baubles are fun and they weight down the end of the poncho and you can shake and shimmy and do all of that fun stuff with it. But oh man, to go all the way around, and I kept looking and looking, and it's like, oh my gosh, I have more than half of it to go. And I kept looking and looking and looking, that I would put it down. It spent quite a bit of time in time out for no other reason than I was bobbled out. So yeah, bobbled out is a good term for it. But look how fun. Look how fun. So this will be fun to wear. I am glad that I am finished with it. But it is done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Bubbles, it's done. So that's my last finished object. Forgive the end. And see how the colors played out? I think I used 1.5 skeins. I didn't color control. I just kept crocheting and crocheting away. All done. So this is the BagODay mint chip or Lacey mint poncho. I will put the proper tutorial to it, and if you guys want to use that type of yarn to make one, you can, and if you want to add the bobbles, go right ahead. Okay? Okay, the last thing that I have to share with you as far as makes are concerned is I know a lot of you have heard of Annoo Crochet Designs, Annoo. She has been on YouTube for several years, many years. I started watching her back in 2016 when I first started checking out YouTube. And so now she has a channel where she knits. And she gives really good beginner-friendly tutorials for those of you who are just starting out to knit, or you want to learn how to knit and you really don't know what to do to start out with the basics. So this is still on her channel that says Annoo Crochet Designs, but it's her latest video and it's knit. So when it popped up on my feed, I thought, oh, this would be fun to do. I wanted to switch to chunky needles and chunky yarn. So excuse me for bending. Look at this. Now, I'm sure you can see through there that there's my Karen cake in there. So this basket was perfect for it because, as you know, the Karen anniversary cake is huge. So I thought, I bought this several months ago and I thought, what am I going to use this for? I need a project to use it for. So when her video popped up on my feed, I thought, this is great. So chunky yarn, chunky knitting needles, and a chunky scarf. Now this scarf is really cool, and I didn't do this. The yarn was connected some kind of way in the middle of it, so I just left it there. This is a chunky scarf, and it is knit on chunky needles. I think these are US 15s. And I wrote the name of the information on the Karen cake. It is the Beginner's 2x2 Knit Scarf by Annoo Crochet Designs. Very simple, but look, let me turn it around on a better side. Look at this. Look at that stretch in between. So the whole scarf is just 2x2. Okay, that's all you're doing. It's a 2x2 rib type scarf. but the stretch in here is absolutely incredible. This is soft, and I like the way she has you start it, because the way she has you start the scarf, it doesn't curl. And the way she has you in the row, it doesn't curl. So every other row, you do what she says on it, on the YouTube tutorial. And I put a stitch marker here so I know that that's the row that I do something different. And that's it, that's all. This is a nice, simple knit, and I'm going to keep going. I'm just approaching a new color, and so far this is how it has worked out. And I'm going to make it long, and I'm pretty sure I'll have enough to make a chunky beanie to go with it. So I will put this information there for you also too. If you just want something easy to knit, if you want to learn how to knit, this is perfect. And again, look at that stretch. That's wonderful. That's so cool. So this is a new Crochet Designs, but it's one of her beginner knit tutorials. Okay. Well, believe it or not, that's all I have for you guys. And even though it's 31 minutes, I apologize for it being long. I do want to talk about Shop Small Business, Shop Handmade. If you want to hang around for some information, I'd appreciate that. We love to support all of our small businesses and our makers. Just by shopping with them, you can get really cool gifts for Christmas, for birthdays, for anniversaries, for pretty much anything that you want, even for yourself. But I understand if you don't want to hang around, so I'll bid you adieu right now if you don't. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to do the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I hope I've shown you something that you would like to make, inspire you in some small way. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. For those of you that want to hang in there, keep that pen and pad out. You might want to get a fresh piece of paper going. I would like to talk to you about Shop Small Business, Shop Handmade. This was brought about by Priscilla of Distinctive Crochet, and you can check out her channel as well. It's a good topic, and I just wanted to share with you some of the small businesses that I have shopped from. Every time that I have done my gift to you, I've purchased it from a small business or another maker. And I pretty much, when I need a project bag, that's the same thing. Stitch markers, the same thing. I did not pull out anything to show you specifically, but I will write down the name. Now, the only problem I have is I don't know how to do links to Etsy and to Facebook and to Instagram. So I'll just put the name of the business and I'll put where you can find them. If you find them on Instagram, they always have a link tree. And you click on the link tree and the links will lead you directly to them, whether they have an Etsy shop or anything like that. So I wrote down just a few. I couldn't remember everybody that I've used, but I wrote down a few. When you shop small business and shop handmade, you help a maker keep her business going, do what she needs to do to support herself, possibly a family, whatever the situation is. And you know that that item is crafted, handmade with love, and it doesn't get any better than that. I found this person a while ago, beautiful butterfly. Her name is April. She has a YouTube channel, but her shop is called AppCAD Handmade. She is on Instagram, and that's AppCAD made. And I will put that information in the description box. Go on Instagram. She's on Instagram. She has really nice, how would I say, all natural Bath and Body Works. I use her facial scrub. A lot of people ask me all the time, what do you use on your face? Now, I do have a little bit of makeup on, but generally my face is it's my face. She has a great facial scrub that I use all the time, at least once or twice a week, to get all the impurities out of your skin. She has bath soaps. She does gift boxes, lots of different things. So please go and check her out. That's AppCAD Handmade. The next person, I also discovered her a while back. She's written some patterns, and I don't think she does that anymore. She dipped right into the Bath and Body Works really hard, and her stuff looks beautiful. I mean, her soap bars look like candy bars. Her name is Kamisha underscore home underscore body. That's KEAMESHA. And I will write that out for you in the description box. She's on Instagram. She always displays everything on Instagram. She has gift boxes as well. Everything is all natural, handmade body soaps, bath bombs, oils, everything you name it. She has it. So I would check her out as well. Hello Lavender. You guys may have heard of her. I bought earrings from her probably 2 or 3 years ago. Well, now she's developed into mugs and stitch markers and lots of glorious things. She is on Instagram as well, and I really enjoy her post on Instagram. She's very creative, and that's Hello Lavender Design. NaughtyKnittingSacks. Naughty or nice. NaughtyKnittingSacks. She has the project bags, the ball sacks, your knitting needle closures, everything. She also has a shop called the Fuzzy Sheep. That's if you want the nice bags. You don't want anything naughty in there. She is on Etsy, and I have a coupon code for her, which is CrowKnits1. I'll put it in the description box. I can't believe that I just absolutely froze. See, Vicky? See what I mean? You have your notes and you're talking and everything. Vicky is new. Gotcha. Hooked. I put her first video up on my community page. She is new to the podcasting community. So welcome. But you see, so I will put my, I think it's Pam's CrowKnit10. I'm not sure. I'll put it in the description box. So use the coupon code to get a discount. And I saw on Instagram where Katie of NaughtyKnittingSacks, she is going to upload into the shop tonight. So you guys can shop tonight. You can shop tomorrow. Get your bags. Get all of your goodies. T's Cozy Blessings. She is on Instagram, and I have purchased from her before as well. She makes everything from scarves to earrings, ear warmers, everything. So what you would need to do is go on Instagram. It's T's TSCOZY Blessings. And go on Instagram, and then all of her information is there, and you can follow her link tree and go from there. Whatever they tell you to do is usually on Instagram, and that's an easy way to find them. I talked about Nana's Hook last week. She is on Instagram. The earrings that I was wearing in the last episode, I have bought 2 ear warmers from her. She does the little air plant hangers. She does everything. So she's on Instagram as well. I would definitely check her out, and that's Nana's Hook. DIY Creations, earrings. She is a fashionista of crochet items. She has sets of beanies and scarves. She has a whole jewelry line. I have several pairs of her earrings, and she is on Instagram, and she has an Etsy shop, so you can check her out if you're looking for gifts. The Silken Spider, she is the one that dyed this beautiful yarn. You may want to gift a maker some hand-dyed yarn. She also has coffee, fresh beans, I mean, from all over the world. She imports those, and she also has coffee mugs. She just started doing the mugs. So check out the Silken Spider. She is on Instagram, and she is also on Facebook. Ebonie Pearl is Kim the Crafty Nomad. I have several of her bags. Crafty Nomad, she does everything. She does everything. So you might want to check her Etsy shop and see when she did an update, but definitely check her out as far as gifts. The Dabbling Hook, that is Rel. She has bags. I have several of her bags. She also has patterns. She is a designer. You may want to give somebody a pattern. She also has finished items also too in her Etsy shop, The Dabbling Hook. Quirky Monday Craft Cast, that is Nadia Tani. She is also on Etsy. She makes beautiful project bags as well. I don't know if she's done an update yet, but you can check that out also too. She also has patterns. I think her patterns are on Ravelry. And if you want to give someone a pattern, you absolutely can do that too. So that's just a few of the small businesses, handmade businesses that I have shopped with, just to give you guys an idea that if that's something that you want to do, go for it. It's great, and I'm sure they would appreciate it. And this is what we do in this community, is definitely support each other. So now I am going to bid you guys adieu. Thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you saw something you liked, or you got some information that was helpful to you. And thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate all of your thumbs up, all of your comments, all of your subscriptions. I'm having a wonderful time, and I'm so happy to be a part of this community. I will say goodbye now, and wherever you are in the world, be safe and take care, and I will see you guys soon. Bye for now.